So this is the property manager, or in ArchiCAD, the property of your building material, the parameters, let's say the properties attached to every element type or building element type that you have used. It might be your column, it might be for your beam, it might be for your steel work, it might be for your glass, the zoning, the number of bricks, the number of blocks, the window rate, the EVs, your ceiling, the cost of structure, your beam pressures, length. You have the product description, you have the stair description. So it's filled with a lot of groups, it's filled with parameters that contain, properties. So it's up to you to change them, to tweak them, to add them, to modify them. It's based on your result. Which kind of result do you need? Which kind of work are you performing? What is in your mind? What are your intentions on the design? So it's all about what you wish to do with it. I'm not gonna go deeper in how to modify it because we don't have much time. Last time, in our first session, I think the second or first session, I said I'm gonna take a specific. I'm gonna make a specific video that will explain all these things in details. But for the moment, I'm just surfacing, touching them. Not going deeper. So this is it. For instance, still here, if I'm working on a steel construction project, I can have a lot of properties attached to my steel. Not only those are here, the other properties attached to your steel. There's the plate thickness, so you can align all those properties here based, even my wood, the grade, which which material I'm going to use for my wood. So everything is based on what you want to see, you are intending to get in your building construction document. I'm repeating again, your building construction document, because that is what is due for the work to be done. So you have your wall plaster. It's so great that that there's a lot to do with this. When we will be working on the slab, whatever is concrete, PCC, RCC, or RMC, I will come and touch this. So let's say, for instance, to calculate the number of blocks to pressures here, when I click here, it takes me, this is the formula that I created to calculate the number of bricks to pressures. This is the formula. If I click on it, I go edit. Here I can edit this formula. I can click on net volume here and select a parameter and select a criteria that is attached to whatever requirement that I'm having expectation I definitely want to achieve, with my formula. Just gonna come here and choose anything or tap here. Let's say, for instance, net surface. I need a net surface here. Okay, net surface of what? Of the wall. So I can click here on the net surface of the wall like this. Say add. So it's definitely gonna substitute my net volume, and automatically here it says all arguments must use the same data type and compatible units. So this is not compatible based on the criteria that I've set. So I'm just gonna say cancel it. Let's say yes, discard changes. So here is the formula that I've set. Then to find the total number of blocks, the formula what the formula that I came out with is to take the number of blocks to purchase plus the 5% block wastage. That will give me the total number of blocks that I need to buy for it. Yeah, that's it. So this is how I set it up. I will show you how to set it up. It's not that difficult. It's not. You have the units here, area, volume, you have the angles, you can add, you can change. You have function here, do you wanna, you have, mathematical function here, you have round up, round down, you have round up, you have logs, so it's up to you, what do you need, what I wanna do with. So this is what I want to achieve, that's why my formula is set the way it is, but to you, it might be different. So this is the power of property manager. So in this, without further ado, I'm just gonna say concept because I don't wanna save anything. After setting your property manager, I'm gonna take you now. Let's go. I'm gonna zoom here. Let's select our world. Okay. Let's scroll down till we found schedule. This is my schedule. This is my schedule right here. I click on that arrow. Then in schedule, I have elements, I have components, and I have surfaces. Okay. So let's go this way. So I have the schedule for my walls. I have the schedule for all of my openings, for my door, for my window, for my object inventory. Thank God I didn't use any furniture here, meaning that we are not going to touch, the object inventory. So these elements, these schedule, they come attached with ArchiCAD. They come incorporated in ArchiCAD. As soon as you open a project in ArchiCAD and you scroll down the way I did, from the top like this, you go all the way down here, you're gonna see these lists. They will be here. So, but I tweaked it a little bit. You see that they're all in capital letter, but mostly they are not in capital letter. So I tweaked them a little bit. I changed some of them. I changed the colors and other thing. And this list, this is just the beginning. There are a lot of things I'm gonna do here because I have to create a schedule for my roof, a schedule for my wood structure, for steel structure, a schedule for my slab, a schedule for my zoning, schedule for my cabinet, top and base cabinet, a schedule for my kitchen. So there will be a lot of schedule. This is just an example, just to show you. This is just kind of a case study that I came up with. So I'm gonna double click on my whole schedule. The whole schedule will open and give it some time. It's loading up. Yes, so ArchiCAD, ArchiCAD has made my work very easier. ArchiCAD is really a game changer. ArchiCAD took my complexity and made it simplicity. I guarantee you, this is just a software that I always gonna use. I was in my architectural job, any architectural job that I have to perform, ArchiCAD will be the software of my choice. That definitely is and it's still gonna remain the first choice in my architectural and structural work. So this is a example of a schedule. This is my wall schedule, right? So in this wall schedule, we are having element ID, we have a 2D plan preview. So this is the preview of all my wall type. There's a wall type, they're all here, all the wall types are here. You have the height of them, each and every of them, they have their own height. Thank God they all have the same height. And the thickness of each wall, they're all the thickness are here. You have the area of the wall, you have the net volume of the wall, you have the perimeter of my wall, you have the classification, which classification I've chosen. I've chosen the classification wall. You have the construction type. So if I click here on define, I click on an arrow, I can select any other construction type. It's up to me. So the same thing like I was saying before. You see now there's a position. So I can change a position anytime here. I can give a position of my choice. So the fire rate as well, I can give, is this wall, the one that I selected here, does it have a 1 hour fire rate? Does it have a 45-minute fire rate? So it's all up to you. It's all up to your design. It's all up, what do you want? What do you want to achieve? So a thermal transmittance, you can give it a thermal transmittance of your choice. But all these, sections, I find it better for you to do them not here. Use them. You fill them. Fill them in at the beginning, when you are starting to model your walls, you are starting to set your wall, to construct your wall, freedom at that moment is gonna make your job very easy than later. I'm telling you. You have my guarantee. I've seen it, I've been working on it, I've used ArchiCAD for years now, and my job will be, they were all flexible, they were all, I was so productive in my work and quicker. I got out of my door very quicker than I used to, since I learned all these tricks and tips that I'm giving you. So let's say brick taps and measures. Let's say brick taps. Let's say now brick tap and measures. When I click on this arrow, gives me a lot of categories of bricks. A lot of them, a lot of categories. There's paving bricks. There are a lot. So all these, ArchiCAD comes with few of them, but the rest I had to add them because they are the type of brick that I'm going to use for this project and for the next one. So I'm not modifying my template only for this project that I'm working on, but as well I'm thinking about the next one and after the next one, the upcoming one. So it's like that. So as much as I'm working on it, as much as my template is increasing, my template is holding a lot of data, and that makes the job very easy when you have everything into place. So I can choose even one here, so, but I definitely recommend you to do it as you are building your wall. You can still do it even here, but it's up to you to choose. But personally, I do it way before than now. So they will define the cost per volume. You're gonna give the cost per volume here, if you know the cost per volume, and there's a total cost of a volume. So now I'm gonna show you how to create a simple schedule like this. So I'm gonna do something. You see this wall here, this one. I'm gonna select just a simple wall. I just need to select a simple wall, not a complicated one. Okay, I'm gonna take this block, this WA70. This WA70. I'm gonna click on here. I'm gonna tell ArchiCAD, please. I don't wanna notate anything there. I don't wanna put any measurement there. I don't wanna put any measurement there. I'm just gonna tell ArchiCAD, please open this block into 3D. I want to see it. Then ArchiCAD will go all the way to open that block and select it in 3D. There is the block in 3D. So this is my block in 3D, right? This is the block that I selected using my schedule. So if I go back to my schedule, this is the block, right? It says here it's a 140 block double plastered. The height is 3 meter. Let me scroll up here. So this is what we're gonna do here. For that block, right? For that block, I'm going to assign it a block type and measure. 70. Let's see, block 70. Here's my block 70. I'm gonna scroll all the way like this. Let me check. Okay. No, this is the wall. I want the block. I want the block. I want to assign a block to it. I don't know where is the block. Let me scrub. Let me scrub. This is a brick. Okay, I think on this one I didn't assign any block. So okay, no problem. Okay, let's change this schedule first. I'll go on scheme settings here. Okay, this is where everything was set. So in this, on one side you have your elements, on the other side you have the criteria, and down the criteria you have the field. So it says that the criteria that was chosen here was an ArchiCAD classification, because remember I have other classifications, It says that the element is in the branch of walls. Okay, it's a wall. And then this is the criteria that we set. You can add other criteria. Now you can even say, I want to add a criteria. You're gonna say which criteria. I'll say, okay, I want to add the ID element. It's the ID element. There you can add your ID element. You can add any criteria you want for your wall. You're gonna add any criteria you want for that wall. But the thing is, we're not gonna add anything. We're gonna leave it the way it is. This is just to make you understand how we have this schedule the way it is set. So what is interesting to me here is this brick tab. Okay, this brick tab. So the thing is, we have a brick tab, but the one that I just selected is not a brick, it's a block, right? But in this wall schedule that came with ArchiCAD, they listed a brick tab and measures. So me, what I need to add a block tab and measures, and add the number of block to purchase, and maybe the total cost or volume. That's what I'm going to do first. I'm just going to add the block tab and measures and the number of blocks to purchase. Okay, let's click on add field, right? Click on add field. I'm gonna add those two fields. I'm gonna say, okay, please, I need a block. Show me everything that has to do with the block. Shows me everything that has to do with the block. I will say, okay, when I want to add the block tab and measures, and I want to add the number. Sorry, I press Shift, Control. Yes, I want to add these two. Or let's say I want to add as well, let's say the total number of block and the volume of block. Okay, I'll say add. It's going to add those elements. They're all here, as you can see. There are all a number of blocks, number of bricks, total number of volume cost, block tab and measurement, block volume, number of blocks, total number of blocks, right? After doing this, I will click OK. Automatically my schedule will change, because I add the blocks because the wall that we selected, the 70 wall, the WA mid score 70, it's not that wall is not made of bricks, it's made of blocks. That's why I had to go and add the blocks field into my schedule for me to be able to find the number of blocks attached to that wall. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to scroll this way. So it says here, it shows me nothing, right? Nothing. I'm going to say, okay, I need to set it in the middle, please, for me, all of them. Set them all in the middle. I want them all to be set in the middle. I don't want to set them in corners or stuff. Set them in the center, like this. Okay. So I'm going to scroll down. What is my block tab and measures column? Okay, here is my block tab and measures column. I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to scroll down like this. I'm going to scroll down. It's 1, 2, 3, 4th column from the other end. So I scroll up just a bit to find the 70. 70 is here, right? Then I scroll this way, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one, I'll click on that. So I'm gonna say I need it to be number 7, right? The block 7. I'll click on it. The block 7. Now ArchiCAD is doing its work. ArchiCAD is calculating. Is going to show us what we need for it. So there is the block, right? We have the tab, the block tab and measures like this. So like I do, I can even stretch it a little bit to make it, to expand it, and click on it, so please center it to be centered. Then I can scroll up. Or up, let's go down a little bit. Okay, here is my block, which is defined. So in this, we need to find the number, the block volume. We need to find the number of block to purchase, and the total number of blocks.